Hi, here's another video in my AI series, and today I'm gonna try a random AI generated text adventure so I can show you. The creator is Sentdex, so he has a bunch of tutorials, for instance on YouTube, and I have here his GitHub repository, and I made a little change in the title, and of course the API key is in my API key, but I used his implementation, and I can show you the two files that is the Python code, so not that much, and HTML, so we want to play the game in the browser. So, and then I can go to my terminal. So, and I start here, and I can now switch to the local host and start the game. So random generated content, I don't know what will happen, and I have to decide. So there are some options, in this case 2. So you find yourself standing in front of a mysterious castle shrouded in fog. As you approach the entrance, you hear a voice calling out for help from inside. You can. So now come my 2 options. So always between 2 and 4 options. And the image is also AI generated. So, and I have the option enter the castle to investigate the voice, or ignore the voice and continue on your journey. So, and of course I'm gonna enter, and now the AI try to generate the next step. So as you step inside, the door slams shut behind you, trapping you inside. Oh, you hear the voice calling out again, begging for help. Oh, that's not nice. You can. Option 1. Follow the voice and try to find the source of the cries. Option 2. Look for a way out of the castle instead. Okay, my goal was to find the voice, and so I choose option 1. And it takes a bit, of course. So it's GPT 3.5, so GPT 3.5 Turbo. You can see it here in the Python file. So here, model GPT 3.5 Turbo. So my earlier games or adventures were with GPT 3. But now we have an update. So next, you follow the sound of the voice and make your way through the winding halls of the castle. As you turn a corner, you suddenly find yourself face to face with a giant monster blocking your path. You can. Option 1, attack the monster head on with your weapon. Option 2, try to sneak past the monster unnoticed. So maybe my chances to fight head to head Or I would try to sneak. So let's look what happens. Maybe I never should enter this. Oh yeah. You try to tiptoe past the monster unnoticed, but it seems to have noticed you. It raises its massive arms to strike. You can. Use your magical powers. Oh, how? How the AI knows I have magical power. So, indeed. To create a shield and defend yourself, dodge the monster's attacks and try to find a way around it. Okay, so I try to use my magical powers. You have already maybe seen in my card tricks. So, you create a powerful shield and block the monster's attack with ease. The monster roars in frustration and charges at you once again. You can. Use your magical powers to summon a weapon to fight back. Continue defending yourself with your shield and wait for an opportunity to strike. Yes, I'm patient. I'm waiting for the opportunity. So, as you continue to defend yourself with your shield, you notice that the monster begins to tire. Oh, that's good. It lowers its guard for just a moment, giving you the perfect opportunity to strike. You can. Attack the monster with your weapon. Cast a spell to weaken the monster. Yeah, maybe it's tired enough. I attack the monster. And it takes a bit, yeah, but this is clear. Some month ago, you never would have this speed between the changeover from the one image to the next image and the text and the answers. So, with the monster exhausted, you strike it with your weapon, dealing a critical blow. The monster falls to the ground defeated. You continue to follow the sound of the voice until you find a trapped princess in a chamber. You can. Option 1. Free the princess and take her with you. Nice option. Leave the princess and continue on your journey. No. Option 1, of course. I free the princess. So, you free the princess and take her with you. She is grateful for your help and insists on accompanying you on your journey. Ah, okay. As you make your way out of the castle, you notice that the fog seems to have lifted, revealing a beautiful landscape. You can. Ask the princess to join you on your quest. Say goodbye to the princess and continue your journey alone. No, I ask the princess to join me. In any possibility. What's that? The princess eagerly agrees to join on your quest. She is curious to know where your journey will lead and joins you in your adventure. Together you travel to many different lands and face many trials and tribulations. Eventually you become known as the greatest heroes in all the land. Congratulations, you have completed the adventure. So, a completely unique text adventure with image without any further text pre-writing. All is this py file, 134 lines and some empty lines, and this HTML until line 35. That's all, and you have this huge text adventure. It's, for me, incredible. Yeah. So, and maybe let's at least start maybe the next. So I can Control C, and so I can stop. I finish here the browser, and yeah, the same game.py. So yeah, as you see, I named it game.py and start again. So, and now I can, with Control and left mouse button, go to my browser, the local host, and yeah, the same code generates now, yeah, I think a different story. And now we have three options here, as you can see, because before we had only always two. So, great. Imagine you're lost in a mystical forest full of magical creatures. As you wander through the dense foliage, you are suddenly approached by a talking unicorn. The unicorn looks at you directly and says, "I can help guide you out of the forest, but you must choose wisely. Which path do you want to take?" So, option 1, the path that appears to lead downhill. Or option 2, the path that appears to lead uphill. And option 3, the path that appears to lead straight ahead. So, yeah, let's straight ahead. So, AI is thinking for the next level. So, you decide to take the path that leads straight ahead. Walking for a bit, you noticed a small rushing stream parallel to the path. You continue to walk for some time and eventually come to a fork in the road. The unicorn says, "I don't know which way to go now. It's up to you again." So take the path to the left and continue following the stream. Take the path to the right and head away from the stream. So I'm gonna following the stream. So I choose option 1. So AI is thinking. So, you decide to take the path to the left and continue following the stream. The sound of the running water is soothing as you walk for some time. As you come around a bend in the path, you see a large, ominous cave in the distance. Yeah, looks like a cave. The unicorn appears nervous and says, "We must pass by that cave to continue on. Do we take the long way around, or do we risk it and go through?" Take the long way around the cave, risk going through the cave. So I'm in good shape, so I a bit careful. So I take the long way around the cave. But maybe it's the wrong option, we will see. You decide to take the long way around the cave, not willing to risk endangering, so something with danger, yourself and the unicorn. As you walk, you notice the sky is getting dark, indicating nightfall is approaching. You begin to feel nervous and look for somewhere to rest. The unicorn spots a clearing with a small, warm-looking cottage in the distance. It tells you we could ask to stay at that cottage for the night, but it's up to you. So ask to stay at the cottage in the clearing. Keep walking, braving the night in the forest. No, now we need some rest. I choose option 1. Looks comfy. So AI is generating. So, wow, looks good. You decide that staying in the cottage is the best choice. You walk up to the door and knock. A small old woman answers the door and invites you both in. As you step inside, you feel much more at ease. The old lady is kind and welcoming, offering you both a warm meal and a cozy bed for the night. While eating, she tells you and the unicorn stories of her time in the forest and its many magical creatures. The next morning, the old lady sees you and the unicorn off with a few parting words of wisdom. The unicorn turns to you and says, I think now the way out now. Follow me. So, trust the unicorn to lead the way out, or stray from the unicorn and try to find your own way out. So, of course, I trust the unicorn. And we will see, maybe last level. No, more options. So you decide to trust the unicorn to lead the way out of the forest. As you both follow the unicorn, you walk for some time and feel like you may have made a wrong turn. What? Suddenly you hear a loud growling noise that makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. As you turn to face the direction of the sound, you see a massive dragon. Stay and find the dragon with the unicorn, or retreat and try to find a different way out of the situation. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave. So, AI is still thinking. You decide that it's best to retreat and look for a different way out of the situation. The unicorn nods and you both start running in the opposite direction. The dragon starts chasing you as you run through the forest. The unicorn begins to slow down and you notice that it's struggling to keep pace. Option 1. Abandon the unicorn and save yourself. Stay with the unicorn and try to fight off the dragon together. Okay, so we have to fight. AI is thinking, oh, what's that? You decide to stay with the unicorn and try to fight off the dragon together. You quickly turn around and face the dragon, ready to fight. The unicorn stands by your side, ready to use its magic to help. As the dragon lunges towards you, the unicorn uses its magic to create a shield of light between you and the dragon. This momentarily stuns the dragon, giving you both an opportunity to strike back. So attack the dragon head on. try to lure the dragon away from the unicorn and attack from behind. So let's attack the dragon head on. Maybe the more option. We will see in a moment. Oh, this was the last action. You decide to attack the dragon head on, hoping to quickly defeat it. You charge forward with the unicorn by your side, both of you ready to strike. The dragon lets out a deafening roar as it tries to attack you with its fiery breath. You start dodging the dragon's fiery breath and strike when you see an opening in its defense. With a swift and skilled attack, you and the unicorn manage to defeat the dragon. After defeating the dragon, you and the unicorn continue on and soon come across the exit of the mystical forest. The unicorn turns to you and says, "It was a pleasure journeying with you. May we meet again." And with that, the unicorn disappears into the forest. You feel relieved to have made it out of the forest and can't wait to tell your friends all about your incredible adventure. The end. Okay. Yeah. 2 different stories from that little code. And yeah, still absolutely amazing and incredible. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna record now a German language version. So yeah, maybe I can also, if everything goes well, I'm gonna release also a German language version of this AI generated adventure. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.